Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening. I'm the Mysterious JG. I'm actually messing up my own recording cycle. I'm doing one more video right now just so that I can actually get this freaking shit done here once we have one more labor. But we need to do some hearsay, so let's start with that. Ukita's Bullet. Naoki Ukita had devised a plan to defeat his longtime adversary, Ichika Mimura, of the Mimura clan in Bichu province. It involved hiring his old acquaintances, the Ronin Endo brothers, to assassinate Ichika with muskets. At that time, sharpshooting from a distance with rifles was still uncommon. The Endo brothers were also reluctant due to lack of confidence in the method, but accepted the contract despite anticipating failure. Well, that's a good idea. You can get sued for that if you, enter into a contract that you don't intend to be able to, whatever. A few days later. Reporting, the Mimura have begun withdrawing their troops.
You died a fine death.
Oh?
We'll not forget it.
Then Ichika must be dead. These matchlocks may be more useful than I thought. The Endo brothers had fired on Ichika under the cover of night, but were unable to ensure his death in the darkness. Naoe only learned of their success when the Mimura army began to withdraw. We will not need many soldiers. A single one of these can kill a man.
Most pleasing.
Which is true of most things that can kill men. Well, I guess most weapons, like... a single hamburger is probably not going to kill you unless it's poisoned, but eating a million hamburgers will. We may be thought cowards, but sneak attacks will prevent needless deaths. Who could find fault with that? Well, you just said you'll be found cowards. So those people would find fault. Only a few years later, the famous failed assassination of Nobunaga Oda by Zenjubo Sugetani would occur. While assassination with guns are more common in our day and age, yeah, that's like almost every day someone is assassinated where I live. Naoe was the first to use such means in Japan. Very interesting, but stupid. Orochika Mimura succeeds Ichika Mimura as daimyo. And now the Tokugawa clan have got some stuff that's going on. Ieyasu Matsudaira changes his name. We could never get that to happen in the other Nobunaga's Ambition games. He just would not do it. Ieyasu Matsudaira had grown into a powerful daimyo after taking Mikawa for his own and claiming independence. His rapid rise was thanks in large part to the strength and common heritage of the Mikawa warriors. The Mikawa tribe is unquestionably strong, and their loyalty to me is stronger still. To make the best use of that strength, I must show the world that I lead the Mikawa tribe. After all, I must have the appropriate status if I mean to call myself Mikawa Prefect. That was why Ieyasu chose to change his name to Ieyasu Tokugawa. And Kawanawari sounded us screaming, "No!" The Tokugawa name comes from a branch of the Seiwa Genji family's Nita clan, which split from the Satomi and Yamana clans during the Heian period. By taking a name associated with the Nita rivals of the Shogun Asakaga clan, it's possible that he had his eyes set on the seat of the Shogun even at that time. But only Ieyasu himself could say why he supported Nobunaga's quest to conquer all Japan. Well, he was obviously safe scumming until he eventually became a shogun. Ieyasu Matsudaira's name is changed to Ieyasu Tokugawa. And now we're like 4 minutes in. And we can actually start the video, but I'm still waiting for labor to come free. I've made an offer of employment to the Ronin in the castle town, but I'm afraid I wasn't persuasive enough.
Very well.
So she failed. By adding a temple, we've given the people a place to soothe their weary souls. At least we've got what we need to do the town facility. Get rid of the level 1 trading town. And we will replace it with a stable. We'll have her do it because it will take him a million years. Now we can do... I think I care more about farmland right this second than gold mine, because our gold is really skyrocketing right now. We bought the last slot we needed for overseers, and
Then,
now
let's
our
begin.
gold is going nuts. Like, I either need to... Yeah, like... I guess it's not a problem, per se. Let's try something. We're getting more than 10k a month. What if we do increase cavalry level, gold income minus 40.
I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
Yeah, that's a lot. Cavalry level 5. Everybody has cavalry levels now, though. But that was kind of a lot. What if I did... Because it says 40%, but that cut it down by more than that, it seems like. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to be a straight 40%. Oh, I messed up. I loaded the wrong... I came back up one for some reason. But I didn't save after doing that, so never mind. Accused of planning a rebellion. He got his ass whooped. So now we're back to that. Okay, so now I could try... Oh, we got Ninja Code in Western... Oh, so Ninja Code hasn't activated yet. That's part of the issue. It's only a 5% boost, actually. Gets pretty good later, but...
Understood.
Get that Ninja Code going now.
Loud and clear.
So this increases covert action success rate by 10%. Plus we're getting Ninja Code, which would be 5%. And gold is going down by 25%.
I am truly grateful.
Which takes us to plus 5 a month. I think I can live with that. And we can always fire him at some point. I feel like I actively was thinking I had too much gold. It's fine, but if we're not using covert actions much, but maybe I could be more. Anyway, let's... Oh, Shingen and Mazuyuki. All right, so we got some progress now on the historical events for the Takeda, which I'm looking for. Takeda clan, Tsutsuchigasaki Palace. Mazuyuki, let me ask you something.
Shall we enter discussions?
Of course. How might I be of service?
Very well. I look forward to seeing what you can do.
Do you know what I have that Territora of Echigo does not? This sweet hat. What you have? Should I say prowess in battle? No, that might be construed as flattery. Then what? Aptitude for dissembling? No, that won't do. Avarice? I doubt that answer would suffice either. You appear discomfited. Perhaps there is no area in which I surpass Territora. Maybe he is truly superior in every way.
I have a terrific idea.
No, I believe humanity is the answer. Oh? And what do you mean by that? Both Territora and yourself are benevolent leaders. Territora, however, fights without humanity. His are merciless victories.
Please hear my thoughts.
After you win, my lord, you do not harry your opponents. I believe Territora Uesugi's approach makes him enemies, while yours earns you allies. The Takeda are constantly using ninja tactics to hunt everyone. Oh well.
Huh.
Marvelous. I knew you'd come through, Mazuyuki. Oh, was that right?
That doesn't sound bad at all.
Not quite right, but close enough. Oops, not quite right.
I should make my thoughts known.
Listen well. One must see that a half victory is best, a three-quarters victory middling, and an absolute victory least worthy of all. This is not only to avoid making enemies, but for the sake of one's own well-being as well. One's well-being, you say? Indeed, a half-won victory inspires thirst for the next battle. A majority win will likely inspire complacency, and if the victory is flawless, it will surely inspire conceit. This is why I usually stop halfway. Okay, whatever. Territora may defeat me in battle once or twice, but his need for flawless victories renders them inferior. For sure. Absolutely. That's what's going on, Shingen. I am most impressed with your bullshit. Perfection must not be expected of anything, or indeed of anyone. Anyone praised by 99 of 100 people is either a thief, a smooth talker, or a sycophant. They are never a decent person. But they're the best people. You're a loser if you don't think so. The world must not ask people to be perfect. It is the imperfections that keep us on our toes. That's wrong. I did nothing wrong. I never acknowledge mistakes because I'm perfect.
Understood.
I see. My lord is as astute as ever, and not even he is perfect. I ought to bear this in mind. If I forget, I will never find my way in this turbulent world. Oops, I forgot. Half victory is best. A battle won by a majority is fine enough, and absolute victory is to be avoided. Shingen's words and his profound philosophy on the risks of pursuing perfection in all things would remain popular through to modern times, even though you've never heard of it until just now. And neither have I. I'm not saying that I know this and you don't. Alright, well, once we got ninja tactics, ninja power activated, I think we can start using more, what do you want us to do? Well, we're already attacking the Mogami clan, so... Someone with the name of Akanori Nakiyomo, blah, 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 wants to serve us. Okay. He wants to accept a position within our clan.
I will enter your service.
Alright. That's good then. So I did throw a few points out there looking for substitutes in attendance. I don't know what this guy's backstory is. I'm tempted to look it up, but I'm trying to keep things moving here. We didn't lose our chance to seize that farmland, or did we already do that? Because I've been waiting for labor to become available. I think we're going to take this castle on behalf of our allies, or vassals, the Anto. This will take 90 days, so I will have labor building up here. But if I'm building stables right now, it doesn't matter because those... She builds them faster, but she doesn't build them better than anyone else. We got more hearsay. It is a disturbance with the Shimazu clan. Shimazu unites under the three states. Wei, Wu, and Chu. After conquering Hyuga, the Shimazu clan's long-held desire to see the three states unified is finally realized. We've done it, brother. We made the dream of Lord Jishinasai and our father come true.
Yours was an admirable death.
What? Your brother speaking to you from the afterlife? Yes, it is a blessing afforded by the great efforts of yourself and the rest of the clan. I thought he just... Did I mishear him? I thought he just said yours was an admirable death to the guy who just told him, yay, we won. Yours is an admirable death, and then he stabs him in the guts.
Like to express an idea.
Unfortunately, we cannot celebrate just yet. I bear unhappy news. Eagle Nacho Cheese are no longer available for purchase. Bobo will never hear that joke. I feared as much. I feared that Bobo will never hear this joke.
Do not lose focus for
Yes, it is as you suspected. The Kyushu official Soren Otomo is on the move. Oh, he's the guy with the goofy clown ruffle. It is because all of the Ito are seeking refuge, little Judge Ito. I'm going to get myself in trouble for my impression of Little Judge Ito. So Soren is sending his troops to Hyuga, intending to use his relation to the Yoshisuke to lay claim on its former territory.
Please hear my thoughts.
That is not all. He's been raving about how he will turn Hyuga into a Christian land. The Westerners truly have him in their pocket.
How How should we proceed?
He is a fool and too arrogant, but unfortunately that isn't a detriment to his strength. Yeah, he say, if we are to attack, where would you suggest we do it? Takoju Castle in Niroin overlooks the Takegawa River. I will lead the Hyuga tribes and take the castle. The Otomo are vast in number. With our army, we would be a mantis clawing at a chariot. Do you really believe it can be done, Iehisa? Trust me. I will make sure Takejo is a place where Soren meets his fate.
A test of courage
We will
awaits.
pluck off the Otomo who cling to Iehisa's Taikojo Castle. Yoshihiro, Toshihisa, begin preparations at once.
I will handle this.
I understand. Reel them in, Iehisa. Warm it up, Chris. Warm it up, Chris.
There's no better time to
We'll show
display
them
our
what our army is capable of. Is it warm them up, Chris? Like, I've heard warm them up, Paul, but that's like an obscure WCW reference. I think the original is... I don't know who it is who's warming it up. It's like an 80s rap. Anyway. Soren Otomo was a distant relative of Yoshisuke Ito, the former ruler of Hyuga. Claiming this is justification for retaking the Ito clan's former territory, he had raised a large army and marched southward. It is an open secret that his true intentions were to spread Christianity across the land. However, Dosetsu Takebana and many other chief retainers opposed this invasion. Despite their large numbers, the Otomo army was no monolith, an opening that Shimaju would use to their advantage. And the event is over. This would be terrific for trade, but distant employment is now available.
I have a fine idea.
He has a fine idea, he has a fine idea, he has a fine idea, he has a fine idea. We'll add a port.
Then, let's begin.
And we'll add a temple if there's someone else available, and there is not.
I'm absolutely thrilled.
Yoshinari Mori, the lord of Gujo Hachiman Castle, has taken a wound. He won't be able to move as he pleases for a time. Blast! I didn't think we'd be caught off guard. This must be Jaxor's Baldo's doing. To think the Uesugi would use such underhanded tactics. That's our ninja power! We searched Castle Town and learned that he is willing to serve our clan. What do you say? Takazane Ichimasa, the most middling guy ever. He's guy.
I am yours to command.
Couldn't find any promising Ronin. I mean, I tried a different method, like persuading people we've captured from other clans. Couldn't find any promising Ronin. Alright, so Vulture Clan, complete failures in this quest. I'm ashamed. Deeply ashamed. Hold on. I am doing the wrong inputs here. I need to get substitutes. You are now an infantry leader. We will replace you with a brand new chief.
I'm deeply grateful.
And that'll free us up to put another extremely awesome officer on the front lines. One reason the press for fresh officers wasn't that hot is because we've pretty much got everything staffed with officers right around now. My eyes are going, but I really wish these were just a little bigger so I could... tell more easily whether I had officers in these places, or whether they were being ruled by the Lord as a, you know, direct control thing. I feel like we got to move Shaman. See, we got some officers who probably should be on the front line and are not. Alright, so we can put an attendant here.
I'm deeply grateful.
So now we're just kind of sitting on labor that I can't spend. Suppose I could... assimilate more tribes with some of this labor. $180 days.
I shall put it into motion.
I guess we might as well get it started.
I shall put it into motion.
Let's not throw all of our labor away because it's not going to come back very quickly. Request for reinforcements accepted. The Yanto clan is now in the hands of Nobusawa Castle.
I'm deeply grateful.
We managed to take Nobusawa Castle. We should thank the Uesugi clan reinforcements. You should. We sent like twice the troop count that was actually required to complete the mission. Ogama clan had fallen to the Yanto clan. Alright, so the Date did not step up there. But that was... I want to say the Date clan... well, maybe the Anto will now have the Date clan wife. Yeah, the wife of the Date clan leader is... maybe that event didn't happen. Maybe I'm thinking of stuff that happened in my off-screen adventures. But I think he's married. I guess not. Alright, well. Oops. Kind of makes me wonder what our... we still have an alliance with these guys for 4 months. How are we feeling? You guys are friendly with us. You're like, yeah, I really didn't like my in-laws anyway, I guess. Well, maybe we won't be going to war with the Date soon if we're allowed to just attack their allies with impunity. We have more stuff that we want to do and still don't have officers free to do it. So Western trade has been issued.
How delightful.
Alright. Let's clear farmland over here.
Then, let's begin.
Acknowledge.
Okay, you're able to do that. Good. What about adding a temple? Nope. Some of these people who are in the middle of assimilating tribes have to finish before that'll happen. Did I give... I never put anybody... Yeah, so we're in normal relations with the Oda now.
I shall put it
I think we should start working on the Oda, just so we have the ability to, like, you know, if they attack us when it's not a time that's convenient, we'll have the ability to call it off. We no longer have the Shogun to do that, which is how we survived mass attack by the Takeda, aka the Takeda. So yeah, that works. Interesting. Well, I think I'll let the Date advance the alliance. So I'm gonna feel like a real jerk when it's time to fight the Date, because I think it is going to be whenever the Date attack one of our vassals. Even though we we helped our vassals take out a clan allied with them. But yeah, I'm gonna wait till there's something that the Date do. Incite.
I have something to suggest.
50% chance of success. What the fuck, man?
Take care of it.
Let's start launching some... Oh, we're really close to this. Yeah, 9 more days. This is only going to take 1. So we need to leave at least 1. This is Destroy. This is Rumor. I probably should have spent it on this,
I have a
actually.
fine idea.
Though he's a terrible officer. Well, he's not terrible, but he's below average, Mike Sanders.
I will take care of it.
You know what? They were using ninja tactics on us for a long time. We'll get some labor back by the time we finish with some of these other things and actually have officers free. Ninja code has been issued. Hopefully this will take effect on the things that I just initiated. The ninja of my homeland have become our allies. They will aid us in our covert missions. That's right. The ninjas of northern, or not northern, the ninjas of just Virginia are helping Vulture Bronco, the ninjas of his homeland. And I guess half of his homeland is Minnesota. A retainer is able to suggest supply raid, covert action, success rate plus 5%. Actually, it might be a while before I get any labor. Because if these assimilate tribes, I don't know if it was taking labor or just gold. Well, there's labor. But do I have an officer? Yes. Because the labor got free because he finished the last thing I assigned him to do that only he and a few other people are allowed to do. Alright, let's get these tribes assimilated.
How delightful.
The Hanyu tribe has responded to our request. From here on, their forces will be added to the
I will
countries.
do everything in my power.
From now on, the Hanyu tribe will swear fealty to the Yusuke clan. You may direct us as you see fit. Yokose tribe have responded to the request. From now on, their lord Nadashige Yokose will serve as our retainer.
I shall stake my life full.
From now on, the Yokose tribe will swear fealty to their shogun clan. You may direct us as you see fit. Alright, well they came in as samurai leaders and infantry leaders, and oh my. Ooh, big time events are going down. Narashige Yokuze changes his name. The Yokuze from Jochu were a family that served as senior retainer to the Iwamatsu clan, a noble family of the Bando Genji for many generations. In the Nanbokucho period, the Iwamatsu clan took advantage of the fighting between the Shogun Ashikaga clan and the Nita clan, ingratiated themselves with both by acting as mediator between them. In the Sengoku period, however, the clan had begun to decline. At this time, the family was in truth led by Narashige Yokoze, the actual clan leader, a mere figurehead. Oh, because he joined us. The share of value strength overboard. There's no meaning in leading the clan for appearances alone. I will make the Iwamatsu clan mine. From here on, I shall be known as Narashige Yura, deriving my name from the Nita clan's Yura village. Well, you're making a clan your own? You just joined our clan, you said. Whatever. Although imprisoned and not related to the previous Iwamatsu head by blood, Narashige declared himself to be the true heir of the Nita clan. Yet another story of one of humble origins climbing to the top during the Sengoku period. Neat. Alright. My insight mission was a failure. You have my sincerest apologies. Oh well, you tried, Grimmeth. We still love you. Alright, so we got more, yeah, our gold is still rocking it up, isn't it? You have stables. What about you? Because you've got a lot of troops, too. You have stables. How about you? You've got stables. Yes, you do. Yeah, Vulture Bean has turned this place into a hell of a city. Like, this is in the background because we haven't been using it much, just been able to build. So let's get a stable going here. What the hell? It'll take you a while, but you'll get it done. And then at some point, Anatakatatsu will be available, and Toyama Castle might be a place. We have various castles that are like, yeah. I think eventually I'm going to need to move our main base from Kasugayama someplace out west, and this could be a good base. Honestly, probably this is more likely to be a good place. And obviously, this would be a good place. My main thing here is how far west do we want to move it? I guess eventually we're going to have to set up districts over here run by other officers. By the time we've like beaten the Date, we will have the AI running these provinces. At which point, moving our capital as far west as we can, like having our capital be on the front line against the Oda might be the thing eventually. So I like the idea that Grimmeth is actually, what he's really been doing this whole time is getting this like crazy temple complex ready for like the over-the-top nutso cuckoo Buddha guy who is his daimyo. So they are 70%. We've basically built up how we want it to be built up. So all that's left to do here is like, yeah, if I switched over, we would be tearing down those fortresses and putting different land development facilities in place. But right now this place is almost maxed out on... Because I got rid of Froxus or whoever it was that was giving us... Or no, it was Anataka Tatsu was giving us the thing that prioritized seizing fairs. Which wasn't bad to have early, but now that we've got all this money, it's like, yeah, I want people developing farmlands so that we have higher troop counts. Alright, so we're going to call it a video here. We're going to assume for now that it was the right call to assign that emigre so that we have a bit less gold, but we've got better covert. Because I can get rid of them later if we start having cash flow problems, but we're not having cash flow problems right now. And we are just continuing to try to build and avoid starting unnecessary conflicts. I mean, I could start trying to take out the Satake and the Satomi. But, like, my natural thing to do right now would be to finish off the Takeda and the Hojo. Except I'm just waiting for some more historical events. And then, if the Date decide to try to do something about the fact that we marked right through their territory to help our vassals take out their in-law clan, then that's going to be their doom. Although at least they'll go down, like, you know, fighting like samurai. I mean, I warrant that they... they've got grievances with us as an ally. But, anyway, that's going to be it for now. When we come back next time, more stuff will happen. And I hope you'll join us for it, even though we've had some fairly pedestrian domestic videos going for quite a few in a stretch. Thanks for watching.